'Cause I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to something good. I need some drink in my cup. I'm in the mood to something up. 'Cause we gon' hook up tonight. Ooh, black lights, flashing lights. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, so baby, I hope and I pray, and I hope and I pray that this is the last time that we have to come to the internet to discuss Derrick Jackson and his wife, Danae Jackson. Okay. I really hope that this is it. Hey, Nikki. So, y'all, I know it's just like, let me just say that marriage is not for play. Okay. And I know a lot of people getting divorced, and it seems like, marriage is not making it and things like that. But I want to just say that for all those who still want to get married, for all those people who believe in love, marriage can work. Okay. Marriage takes work. Marriage should be fun. Marriage should be easy. Marriage should be beautiful. You need to marry someone that you love, someone that you can grow with. Okay. So when they say don't marry for potential, no, don't marry for potential, but also know that that person has the potential to grow further than where they are now. Because life is evolving all the time. So you have to find someone that you like, not someone that you just love, but I mean someone that you like, genuinely like. Okay, someone that you don't mind spending all your time with if you have to, someone whose presence doesn't bother you, does not annoy you, does not frustrate you. Love in marriage is real. Okay. So if for everyone who seems to be out there getting discouraged, I want to tell you that you don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. Okay. But we are here to discuss Derrick Jackson and his wife Danae Jackson, and they are getting a divorce. Now, y'all, I am so sick of these people because I feel like no one asked for this. Like Derrick Jackson, I liked you better when you were sitting in your car making videos and no one knew you was married and no one knew that you was a clown and no one knew that you was a fraud and no one knew that you was a cheater. Like, just go back. Let's just go back, because ever since he's been exposed, it's like we've been exposed to things that we don't really care about. Okay. So Derrick Jackson went over onto his chat, I guess on his Instagram today, and I'm going to share with y'all what he said. And we got some things to get into because I want to take y'all down memory lane, and I want to explain some things and break some things down. Okay, so y'all go ahead and like this video on your way in. Let me know you are here. Drop some yellow hearts. Okay, but let's get into some things real quick. So. Okay, so last night Derrick Jackson announced that he was getting a divorce from his wife. Okay, and the thing is, Tasha K had just broke the story about him cheating again and this, that, and other. So I'm assuming at this point it wasn't really cheating. So what he wrote was, over the past several months, my family and I have gone through many changes. Some of you have speculated, while others of you have reached out to offer support as we privately establish this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and file for divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life, but I found peace knowing that our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is still being accomplished. Okay, the first thing that he said was, I made the decision. Okay, he said we made a decision to go our separate ways and file for divorce. Okay, so let's find out who filed for. Okay, so he also wrote, from falling in love as just teenagers to becoming spouses and now co-parents. I'm grateful for the years we spent together and wouldn't trade them from anything. I'm sure she probably would trade him up. Okay, I'm sure she would. I was blessed to have such an amazing person in my life and will forever be thankful for all she's meant to our family. We ask that you pray we ask that you pray to please pray for us as we navigate this grieving periods. If not, please respect our privacy. Boy, bye. Nobody asked for your privacy ever since y'all been out here putting all your information out here. So this is the girl allegedly that they have I guess snap pictures of her and this that, and the other. I know Tasha K got a few. Hold on, let me go to Tasha K real quick and let me just show y'all what she put up here on her Instagram. Okay, so she basically, so this is the lady right here, y'all. Okay, not the music. Okay. So basically, this is a lady. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really could care less about the divorce. We all knew Derrick was no longer invested in his marriage and wanted out. Exactly. Please respect our privacy. Yet made a whole post on IG. Exactly. Like this is what I'm saying. Like I can't stand. Please respect our privacy. Y'all have never seen me come on the internet, give you my business, and say respect my privacy. Like that's just not how this works. You don't want somebody to know something. You don't put it out there. Okay. Now, if somebody else put it out there and you say, please respect our privacy, understandable. But this is the thing. This is what I was thinking about earlier. The fact that didn't child, hold on, what's this? Oh, he out here living his best life with his new boo. Child, he's out here living his best life with his new boo. And she at home prayer fighting and whatnot. Okay, with the army, the helmet of salvation on and whatnot. Okay, so now if y'all remember in his post, he said that over the past several months, right? Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. He did say over the past several months, and this is where I start to get confused because I feel like this was a thrown in the Daena's face. I feel like she was kind of side-eyed a little bit, like side-slided, blindsided or whatnot, because wasn't she just on the internet cursing us out and cursing our families and telling us to choke on people and our kids and fatherless and all? Remember this?
Since speaking against the names Derrick Jackson and Derrick Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible, go to Psalm 109. Go to Psalm 35, go to Psalm 140, go to Psalm 141, and keep our names out of your mouth in the name.
Oh, I ain't let you put that in the name, not my Jesus. Okay. Now, bind it up in the name of Jesus. Okay. So here's my thing. The timeline is a little bit off, right? Because how is it that they were working on this marriage? And how is it she was just up here a month ago telling us that anyone who speak bad on her marriage, talk about her husband, wish her marriage would fall apart and all this other stuff. And God said, don't touch my prophets or this, that, and the other, and your kids is going to be swallowed down your throat and all types of stuff. How is it that she just made this video a month ago, but his post said that they just been going through this for several months and have decided to file for divorce? Make it make sense, because the timeline is not adding up. Now, this is where I start to feel a little bit of something. He did her dirty. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. That is what I'm getting at. So according to an article, right? So let's just take it back for a little bit. Okay. So according to the article, it says this isn't the first time that divorce has been a possibility for the couple. As the U.S. Sun previously reported, Danae has secretly filed for divorce from Jackson on August 28th, 2020. Okay. The U.S. Sun obtained exclusive Georgia court documents at the time to confirm the filing, meaning that she had went to file for divorce from his crusty, rusty, dirty, cheating behind. Okay. In 2020, when it first came out that he was out here slinging that peen all over the world. Okay. Then it says, however, Danae dismissed the divorce request on October 2nd, 2020. The couples reconciled. Okay. So she filed for it on August. And then she dropped the divorce in October. So August, September, October. It took him 3 months of lying, deceiving her, and all this malicious stuff that he probably was doing to get her to drop that divorce because he wanted to stay a married man for the public, okay? Have someone stick beside his little rusty self, and she decided that she was going to let that daggone divorce go. When, baby girl, I feel so bad for you right now because you, in all actuality, should have divorced his cheating, lying behind back then, because now he gets the satisfaction of claiming that he somehow is filing from divorce. I hope he did not go and file for divorce this time, okay? So now it says, now the divorce has legally been finalized for good this time, as Derrick took to Instagram on December 10th. Over the past several months, okay, so that's his post. Okay, so from falling in love as just two teenagers, so they say it's still unconfirmed what specifically led to this divorce. The original filing in 2020 by Danae came soon after two women came forward with Derrick, with a claimed affair that Derrick had. Now, y'all remember when she was up there and she was standing by him or whatnot. She was going, that was her man. She was going to stick beside him. Okay. She says, I'm talking about things that's serious. Danae and Derrick then published a YouTube video soon after where they were holding hands, and Derrick admitted to having an affair. Okay, so he definitely admitted to having an affair, and he was talking about the seriousness as sex, sexual flirtation, and that kind of thing. And some things that may be considered okay by some in terms of chatting and checking in on people who I haven't previously encounters with, but without my wife's knowledge and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate cheating, affair stepped out. Derrick explained in a video. Definitely not in line with the vows that I took, and certainly not in line with the biblical standards of what it means to be faithful with the standards that I'm going by. Danae said that she knew of Derrick's actions for some time, and she left, maintaining her decision to leave him first. So not only did she go ahead, leave this man, okay, she left him. She left him. She moved out. She was done with him. She was divorcing him, tossed him to the curb. Okay, the public embarrassment, the public community. No, it wasn't even public. The humiliation was a public at this time. She had already got her stuff and was ready to go. Okay, y'all, what's going on in my bars? Tasha said she filed. I hope it was her who filed. I think she leaned into religion in a sick way to cope with the cheating. She is on a through of mental breakdowns. Okay, it's given he used to move into the relationships. Right now, I'm going to read y'all the post from a while ago when she first found out that she was cheating, that he was cheating. But I feel like there's a lot of resolved trauma that this lady is dealing with, okay? If y'all ever had the chance to look at her Instagram, I would really suggest that you go ahead and, scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down, because I'm going to read you one of her posts that really just had me sitting here thinking to myself, this woman is not all the way sane. Okay. And I feel like she was somewhat obsessed with this man. Was that when she wore the bonnet of salvation? Yes. She wore this. So when everything came to the light, everything came out in public, okay? She had already knew that he had been cheating. She had already knew that he had been doing all these things, having girls in the house, making videos outside their house, sending them money, doing all these things. She had already found out about all of this stuff. She had left him, filed for divorce. By the time everything came back out, she got back with him. And so that's why she felt comfortable with her man sticking beside him. Okay. Now, they haven't even been married long, y'all, to be honest. They keep saying like we met as teenagers, married, co-parent. They've only been married for a total, I believe, of 4 years before he actually decided to marry her. Okay, so they were dating from teenagers to basically almost 4 years ago, to where he decided to marry her and then publicly humiliate her over and over and over and over again. Okay, it is one thing to be a cheater, okay, but it is another thing to be a cheater, embarrassing to the world. This is not no regular schmegular man. And then on top of that, you sitting in your car giving out relationship advice. We should have known when he was in the car that something was wrong with all of this. Okay, that's what we should have known. But we know now. We know now. Okay, so yes, please make sure y'all like the video. Y'all know I'm trying to get back in the algorithm for YouTube. Okay, please make sure y'all like the video, like the video, like the video. She knew he was cheating when they was dating in college. I thought I heard that. Yes, so he actually did cheat on her before they even got married. Because remind you, they only been married for 4 years. But y'all, there's the post that she wrote. I really want to read it to y'all because I want y'all to understand that this woman has a lot of psychologically going on. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember this, but she wrote this post when she went through his phone and she found out some stuff. Okay, she said once upon a time I went on a rampage searching through a phone gallery. I seen some things you couldn't unsee or process rationally unless you submit them to the Lord Jesus Christ. As I've written, casting all your cares upon him. He cares for you. If only double-edged swords covered in fire that could burn the things I seen up, bringing true healing and forgiveness. Unfortunately, for over a decade, I was unaware of the gates that were open to the enemy with the things my eyes have seen. Videos, pictures, so on, some of the women I knew, women I didn't know, women who were friends, dark-skinned women. I was filled with the demon of rage, murder, killing stuff, okay, depression. Prior to this phase of my life, I've already suffered a great trauma. Therefore, I was already plagued with the spirit of rape and the spirit of rapist himself, which preceded these things, these new findings. All the videos, all the women in the sexual act to the equivalent. Okay, wait. All okay. Add videos of women in sexual acts to the equation, and you have yourself a ticking atomic bomb. Before I had the spirit of obsession. This okay, this creature had me in forever looping of study, film, and looping of studying film of these women sexually. My sight would be hyper focused on the consistency of their body fluids during penetration, and with the spirit of comparison, added its 2 cents, telling me, "You don't secrete like that." That's why she has what you want. Okay, so let me break that down real quick. Basically, what she's saying was that she was found videos of him and this woman and these women. Some she knew, some she didn't know, some dark skinned woman and all these other things in the phone. Okay, she had already been traumatized previously, so it opened up different things to her, and she started to become obsessed with these pictures, these videos where she would watch them in loops and loops and loops and loops, and start thinking to herself, why don't I get wet like that? Because maybe that's why he don't want me. Okay, she said okay, my spirit will be hyper focused on the consistency of their body fluids during penetration with the spirit of compassion. Added is 2 cents, telling me, "You don't secrete like that. That's why she has what you want." I would focus on her skin, how many blemishes she had, if any, if she was waxed or not, how flexible she was, how she responded verbally in the midst of the act, hair color, positioning most common in the experience, and more. These images, live action images, were on repeat in my brain day and night. Obsession and comparison together is an oppression that only the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit can deliver. I felt like trash every day. I felt like I wasn't experienced enough, too tarnished from the experience. I was silenced about for years, and I chose to continue breaking myself with whatever was left of me in that time. So this is what I mean when I start to think of like the traumas and the unhealedness and the things that people go through and they don't check on, and how sometimes a man's actions, when you begin to become in this world where you're wrapped up all in them and you want to be everything for them, their mistakes, their wrongdoing somehow become your wrongdoings, to the point where this woman sat there and she would consistently go through these images and videos in her head over and over and over, trying to be the woman that he was going after. Trying to be the hot, sexy thing, trying to even position herself in bed like them. The man who's cheating on you with these women, you are then now trying to be the woman he's cheating on you with so that you can have your husband. She really needs some help. Y'all, I know that we were sitting there like, no, she's crazy, but I really feel like she has a lot of trauma, a lot of unhealedness going on. And the way that she spoke in that video about, how, she was, reading the Bible and this, that, and the other, it just shows that she's not connected with reality. Because a person who is connected with reality, who's been going through a divorce or, about to be going through a divorce, will not get on the internet and tell us to keep your name and his name out our effing mouths, okay? Out our mouths, curse our children and whatnot. Not my children, somebody's children, not our children, y'all, not ours, okay? Put curses out there, this, that, and the other about you and your husband. Then your husband goes on the internet and says, oh yeah, we getting divorced. It's been in the works for months now. When just a month ago, you were on the internet stating how we need to, not come against you in your marriage, not talk bad about you in your marriage. I think this is one of those things where she really was so invested in this man. And I think it may have something to do with the fact that, they've been together for so long that he was all she knew and she was a stay-at-home mom and he probably was the breadwinner. And a lot of other little things. So it's hard to detach yourself from someone. I feel like the posts and things that she would write show sign of someone who needs therapy. And I mean heavy. I know that Black people love to say, oh, only God can help me. Only God could save me. But God also gave us therapists and psychologists and psychics, all those doctors and everything like that to help us. And I think that she needs to go use full advantage of the people that God have anointed to work through. Because her sitting up there on her Instagram trying to coach us through how to be in a relationship, and your relationship is falling apart and you want to give it all to God and this, that, and other. This also shows how aligning yourself with the wrong person can damage you to the end. Like, I honestly, if I was not a married woman and I did not know that marriage could be the way it is now, I would be scared. Because I see it's too many times where women lose themselves in men. And when that man disappears or something happens, there is nothing we can do. Like, it's like we're like stuck, we're gone, we're out of it. And like we just can't bounce back. I pray that when he said that they've been to therapy and all counseling and everything like that, I really, 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 really pray that she got some help. Because God forbid he take these videos and all these things that she write and post and this, that, and other. It's not going to look good for her in the court. Inpatient treatment, okay? Is it clear that she gave up too much for it is clear that she gave up too much of herself. Exactly. PSA, the next person that deals with Derrick Jackson, please keep your story to your damn self. The Yelp reviews are up. Thank you. That's another thing. Everybody gets with these men who do these things, and then they sit there and they be, let me show you. Let me show you. Because let me go back. Because this is what I mean. This is why I'm child, I just got agitated that fast because hold on. No, I want to go to Tasha K. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Then Tasha K posts this. Derrick Jackson mistress sends shots to his wife, Miss Jackson. Peep the post below. So this girl wrote, officially Pinky Love writes, as a Sagittarius, I got 5 moods. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a F. Shaking my head and watch this. Hashtag, how you mad he choosing me? So PSA, right? PSA, Nikki. The next person dealing with that, Derrick Jackson, please keep your story to your damn self. Please. We don't care. We already know he's a cheating, low down, dirty dog. And the fact that you can go on the internet and say how you mad he choosing me as if you won the prize. Baby, you did not win a prize. You won someone else's headache. You want someone else's heartbreak. You want someone else's crying at nighttime. You want someone else's worrying about where their husband at. Okay. You want someone else's trauma. Are you happy about that? Are you proud of yourself? Because why will we be mad that he chose you? And how? Mr. Jackson, talk to me for a second. Mr. Jackson, talk to me for a second. Hold up. Let me go back real quick, y'all, because I just don't understand the foolishness of what is happening out here in these streets, okay? But let me go back to this post really, really quickly. Is it this one? Okay. So he said earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and file for divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life, but I found peace knowing that our mission. Okay. This is Derrick Jackson's statement to cover his ass. This is his statement to cover his behind. You want to know why? Because he knew it's quite a coincidence that after Tasha K put this out last night, okay, that he was spotted in Miami with the girl and spotted doing this, that, and the other on her channel. Quite a coincidence that the very next day he announces his divorce. Okay, this sounds to me as if he had to cover his behind and put out a statement and make it seem as though they've been going through this for a long time. I have one question. Is the divorce final? Something about this seemed fishy, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you mean to tell me that these people be out here investigating these celebrities and these so-called social media influencers and everything? I mean, when Cardi B went to go file for divorce from Offset, we found out about it before she even left the courthouse. Homegirl went and put some papers in there, and it was all over the tabloids. Okay, when TFI was filing from divorce for her, it was out before you even know it. These people be at the courthouses waiting for somebody to drop off some papers. Okay, I feel like all the blogs got like TMZ. They got to have a representative at every courthouse in every state of the United States. Okay, in every city, sitting there waiting to see who going to drop off some divorce papers next. Okay, so you mean to tell me that when they filed, because once you file, it's public knowledge. So you mean to tell me that no one's found the filings of this? You just decided to file for this right after last night? I need to know if is the divorce official? Has this already been worked out? Or did we just file? Or are we saying we're filing? Are we now just putting it out there that we're going to go file for divorce? I don't know. I got some questions. Because I really feel like this is a scandal cover up. I really feel like it's a scandal cover up. Because how else do we go from just a month ago Anybody talking about my marriage, wishing bad on my marriage, talk about me and my husband, me and my husband. I pray that your kids is vagabonds and they have fatherless parents and and you break your leg and you fall down a pair of steps and your arm and you can't use your finger no more. Like, remember she was doing all of that just a month ago? This feels like a scandal cover up. And that's why I came up here and the first thing I said, and I said it proudly, please go away, y'all. Please, if y'all get divorced, get divorced. Go away. Because we don't want it no more. We did not ask for this. We did not ask for this. Foolishness, okay? Ladies, please see how foolishness we put our lives in. And just hearing, a known cheater confirmed to have slept with multiple women and you let him hit a fiery hot box is not cute. Exactly. And not only that, then you sit there and compare yourself to that woman and you focused on how much she, how wet she gets and what position she moves in and which way she moves and how her body look and things like that, to the point where you start to mimic these women because you want to be the one for him so bad. Find yourself. Love yourself. I feel bad for her because as much as I want to be like, she's crazy, she's crazy, she's crazy, that's why I feel bad. Because literally, I think she has something going on crazy. So I don't really know, but I do want to tell y'all. I know I have some married people, some married subs and subscribers and stuff like that. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Just do it. Just do it now. Like the video, like the video, like the video. And I want to be able to tell y'all women, don't give up. Don't listen to these women out here saying ain't no good man, ain't out there. Don't give up. Don't listen to these men saying, men don't listen to all of that stuff. It's possible. But you have to actually vet these people. She married a cheater when he was cheating before she met him. He cheated after she left him. They got married. She left. She came back. He kept cheating. I know we want to always be like, he can change. Things can be different. We want to have that faith. We want to have that hope. We want to have it. But it's not a definite. It's a rare case. It can happen, but it's not a definite. And I don't understand why marry someone to continue to do these things to them. And I think when I was watching Kojo earlier, he had mentioned that his access to women got different. And I think that also plays a part in it, where men have, when he met her, he didn't have the same access to the women that he have access to now. So now that he's at a different point in his life, he gets to get a different caliber of woman. And then I thought about it and I said that may be true, but it can't be too true because he married her 4 years ago where he still had that access to those same women. She waited 12 years for him to marry her just to be made out to be a fool. 12 years, have your babies, just to be made out to be a fool. And I will say this, I don't think they were aligned spiritually. She's a different type of spiritual, type of religious type of woman. I feel like it's cult like the things she say, the things she's into is really like gives me like, pause. That's not the God I serve type of situation. Okay. And I don't think that's the God he serves either. Like, I think he's a Christian and he believes Jesus or whatever the case may be, and he's walking whatever he's walking. But I don't think it's as intense as she is, because y'all, if y'all go to her page, I promise you, because I thought her page was deleted. And I went up there and I had to go look, and I realized that she's still up there. And I realized that her interpretation of the Bible is different. If y'all didn't realize that from when she was sitting here giving us her speech, and telling us not to talk about her husband a month ago, you could tell that her interpretation of the Bible is way different. It's way different. Okay. It's way different. So I just don't understand how we got from 1 month ago we getting cursed out to a month ago we need our privacy. How about you should have told your woman to give y'all privacy when she was up there cursing us? Yeah, she's giving very much. Him divorcing her is the part for me. Ninja, that was the dirt. Right. So is it a fact that he divorced her? Because that I thought that's what happened, and that's why I was really upset because I felt like she was already out the door. She was already gone. Right? She was already, done with him. She was packed up her stuff, took the kids, moved, went to her sister house, her house, whoever house, left the, left him, and I guess that's when he was out there living his best life. Okay, it took him 3 months after she filed for a divorce to go over there, whisper sweet nothings in her ears, tell her how he's the one she want to be with, how we got to stick together, and we got to show the world. And then she started doing relationship advice and books and all types of stuff. Like, baby, no. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all, don't be taking these relationship books and advice from these people because I don't want it. Sorry. Now, I know I can use a little bit of help in my marriage, okay? But I don't want it from you, sis. Okay? Especially, no. After you write a post about how you was comparing yourself with some to the other women that your man was cheating on so you could be more like them so he could want you after he married you, I don't want your advice. That's what I almost forgot it. That's what I almost forgot. How is it? When did this girl pop up? When did this girl pop up? Because there's no way you was just on the internet a month ago and this man is out in the public with old girl living it up. He's out. Like, I mean, he's outside. Like, he don't even care. Like, he don't even care. See him? Yo, Tasha can't get on my nerve. Let me read y'all this caption. Ain't nothing better than a young love, especially when your old love is at home with the prayer body finna go to work on y'all. He's outside. Mm. And then she got the nerve to go on the internet talking about some. Why you mad he choosing me? Ooh, somebody said I shaking my head. I dislike females like this, child. No one needs to tell her anything. She needs some of that F around and find out energy. Exactly. The craziest part is look at how he had his wife looking. Then look at where he is now. This is why you have to stay true to you, ladies, because he had and got her looking crazy. Exactly. This is sad. People laughing at the wife, not cool. No matter what she did, more people clowning her than him, but it's always like that. When men say they don't like hoes, they are lying. Never believe them. Child. When men say they don't like hoes, don't believe them. They love hoes. How you get them is how you lose them. Trust why you're giving her freedom papers. You're condemning yourself, right? She's going to hurt him. So all wifeys has to do is pray. It won't end well. Please, God, cover his wife. She tried to love a man as her husband, but he was not the one you had. Cover her because I've been there. Then have your way with vengeance. Truth be told, his wife is more beautiful than this girl. Even with her church outfit, that woman is beautiful. Derrick didn't follow Danae, don't follow Danae no more, but she still follows him on IG. Welp. So, y'all want to hear something? And I know this could be a reach, but y'all know I'm good for a good old reach, and I feel like reaching right now. She gives me snack. I would not be surprised if we wake up one morning and the headline is Danae Jackson ex-wife of Derrick Jackson, arrested. Okay? I'm telling you now. She gives me snaps. I'm telling you, y'all can't say she don't give you snaps. If she said this to us,
and speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derrick Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your
if she
husbands and
said this
wives
to us,
become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let
imagine
your
what she said
seed
to
become
him.
vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your
Mm.
mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible,
I try to tell y'all, do not be surprised. I do not be surprised, child. Because if she had the energy that day to get on the internet, turn on her phone and go, make the snatch and down your throat. And girl, do y'all not know the text message she probably sent him? Do y'all not know she probably plotting right now? God said, have vengeance, child. Now I know. I know it sound all fun and games, but I'm dead serious. I do feel like it's a possibility that one day this could happen. Okay. She put some oomph on that slowly. Oh, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Do y'all want me to drop the link? I got a few more minutes. Do y'all want me to drop the link? Today has had time. Today she had time, right? Because hey. Make sure y'all like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. But I just want y'all to know, don't give up on love, y'all. Don't let all this celebrity, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of publicized foolishness, right? But there are a lot of people who are happily married in successful marriages. I mean, of course, they have ups and downs and trials and tribulations that married people go through, but it's only like that because it's publicized, like it's being seen on the through the eyes of the public. So don't let the like the that one little piece of Hollywood or TV reality really take it away from us. You know what I mean? Take it away from real love, real marriage with real regular schmegular people. Okay. Um, I dropped the link for about a good maybe 15 minutes. Good 15 minutes. Make sure y'all liking the video. Make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel. If y'all did not watch our Ready to Love recap early today, go watch it because baby, we had a time today. Okay, we had a time today. Okay, we was lurking and investigating, and we found some stuff out. So y'all definitely need to go and watch that. My 8th anniversary is amen. That's what I'm saying. Don't give up. Don't think that it's not out here. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Chloe girl.
What is going on?
This is his damn shame.
Mm.
This is really sad because you right, girl. This could definitely be a Lifetime movie on a Sunday, cold, rainy day because she's having some type of mental break and not even being funny. I've been close to having a mental break over a ninja before.
Mm-hmm.
She's displaying all the signs. I didn't go to the holy route. I went to the other end. It was like, where's the matches? Because you got me all type of messed up. But I think that they need to get the kids to a safe place. I am not wishing that on them, but he's caused damage to her
Mm-hmm.
mentally. She needs to get out of this cult like mentality and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that she takes care of her kids. And he should be ashamed of himself for flaunting that smush face bitch. I'm sorry. We don't cuss on this channel. I'm sorry.
Right.
Ooh, that girl, that don't look like the same one in the on the Instagram that you was reading, like in the background. That don't look like her
It
from
do
when
though.
he.
What you mean?
No,
The one where
that
she wrote
face.
the caption?
The face.
Let
Like,
me
go to
see.
the picture that you had of them like standing outside. It looked like they was like at the beach on a boat or something.
Hold on. I think that's on Tasha's channel. Hold on. Let me go over here. This one.
That, yeah, the bottom one. Uh-huh. Yeah. Now look at that face. Look at it.
Mm.
She's giving. I'm not even being funny. She is giving. What's her face? Hazel E. before the nose job.
Oh, child.
It's something in that face area that does not match that picture of her giving body yada yada in the background. She got the face. She did something with the angles. Either way, his wife looks 1,000 times better than her.
Exactly. She does.
She
But you
crazy
know,
as hell, but he did it.
but you know the crazy thing is that a lot of men when they well, she looks more promiscuous. She looks like she's I don't want to say more fun, but she does look more fun than his wife. And y'all know everybody like to have a good old time.
It's okay. I think we do need to get comfortable saying it. Like, his wife seems like she is entire. She's like one of those people who go to church every day.
Mm-hmm.
And twice on Sunday, it's like she probably, got the denim skirts that she wear down to her knees with the thick, church lady gym shoes. It's like, no, he don't, she's a different type of lady. She needs a good southern, you know, pastor type of person. The person
Mm-hmm.
he pretended he was.
Mm.
He
Mm.
basically did what politicians do. They go out, they say, okay, I'm 35, check. Let me go get a wife, check. Let me have 2.5 kids, check. I'm going to run for president as soon as I kick my coke problem.
Mm. Mm.
That's what he did. He made himself look attractive to the market that he was
Yeah,
targeting.
I don't understand that in a sense because like no one knew that he was married. We only
We don't
knew that he was
matter.
making those videos, and of course, a F boy gonna give you good advice on how not to find an F boy, right? So y'all might as well still take his advice because he was giving it straight hand from the book itself.
He played it perfectly though, because we never knew that he was married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves it open for women to say, wow, and I don't see no ring on his finger, and he giving this type of advice. Let me slide in his DMs that way. And his wife sat there knowing that he is on the internet streets every day, not acknowledging the fact that he's married. What
Yep.
the hell? Like, he's outside a side chick's home, but he not even that. Like, he doesn't have his ring on.
Mm.
He never mentioned. I used to watch him. He
And I
never
thought about that
mentioned
earlier,
it.
Nikki. I thought about that earlier because I was trying to replay in my mind. And you know how when we give commentary on anything, we always put some of our own lives experience in it, right?
Hmm.
Well, you know how it's always like some little backstory, just a little bit, or we slip, we go like, oh, my husband, or back then I did this. It's like he never gave us a backstory to anything. And this was before
Ever.
we got the TikTok videos and the the short little videos. He was making long videos.
Very
So it wasn't
long.
like he didn't have the opportunity to give us a backstory about anything. It's like he never gave us personal information. It was all straight. If a guy does this, then he's not this, that, other for you, you know?
Exactly. He knew what he was doing. And, for this chick, like, glad he chose me. Well, I mean, if they can put you on the team, they can trade you as well. So good luck, girl. Like, don't nobody care. Don't nobody, well, you want them, but it's only amount of time before she's at the clinic. Let's be
Girl.
honest. I'm just being totally honest. Most people that I know
Mm-hmm.
don't use condoms.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to say it, they don't. They don't. I'm
They
not even gonna
don't.
say that back when, I used to have big fun, but I mean, I wasn't permissive. I was, in a relationship, but still dumb as hell.
Yep.
Still dumb as hell. These men, these women, you are trusting people with your lives. With
Mm.
your lives. Now, everybody thinks that this is funny with her, but if she goes insane and she does something to those children or to herself, everybody gonna want to be sad about it. People
I
have
hope it.
done
I
things
hope.
to their kids, and because it's like they are a reflection of their father. She is having a mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And where the hell is her family? I bet you he isolated her from them.
Probably.
He's a
Probably.
narcissist. And I
Let me.
bet you he got a little ping too. I could see it. I can
Ooh,
see
child,
it.
not a little pain, pain.
He gives off little ping energy.
Not a little ping ping. I hope not out here. That's embarrassing. That's even more embarrassing. You can't be cheating and embarrassing me with a little penis.
Yeah, they can, because look, his wife probably ain't never been with nobody before. She don't know if he big, small, medium. She don't know. She don't know.
Let me see. What's the dates on these videos? 3 days ago.
And you feel like you're being crushed and you don't know what to do. The word of God says that we glory in tribulation. Go to Romans chapter 5, verse 3, and it says, and not only that, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character, and character, hope. Now, hope.
Child, let me get her off my screen.
She crazy as hell. But you know what she is? I hate to say it, but let me tell you, she is trying. What she is doing is probably based on what he has conditioned her to do. He
Mm.
is using religion the way that slave masters used religion on the slaves. Because
Mm.
why is she reading a verse about, what like the
Tribute.
tribulation that you go
Mm-hmm.
through? I am tired. I'm not a strong Black woman. I'm not with no struggle life. I want my feet kicked up without being barefoot and pregnant.
Mm.
I want somebody rubbing on me and kissing on me and giving me some money to go do some shit I ain't got no business doing. And don't ask me no questions. Look,
Amen.
I'm not about, like, if a woman is comparing her vagina and all of that stuff to another woman, like, she has reached the point of no return.
Right.
Okay, now if you ain't just looking at a video to see, like, damn, why I can't, squirt no more. I don't know what happened. I used to couldn't stop. Now I can't seem to get it going again.
But
That's
the thing
different.
is, not even that. But if you're going through your man's phone and you're looking through videos and you're looking through, pictures and stuff like that, you're not looking for the videos of your husband's, tapes to learn how to please your husband. Like, this is not what we're doing. That's what she was doing.
Exactly.
She was studying them so she can figure out how to please her husband.
That's sick. But if you really think about it, I do remember the first season, that's the only season I watched, of Being Mary Jane. Didn't his wife, like, didn't Gabrielle Union try to give his wife advice on how to give him top?
I didn't watch the first season of Being Mary Jane. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what had happened. But either way, he's driven her insane. And if she doesn't have an anchor, she needs her mother, her father. She needs someone to grab her and pull her, because the devil has a hold of her foot. This
Mm,
is the devil. This
mm.
is not God. God does not want us to sit here and suffer and be humiliated and have a mental break. He gave us common sense now.
He definitely did. He
He need
definitely
his ass whooped. That's what he need. He need an ass whooped.
I agree. I agree. I agree. And now I can't. The worst thing I hate about all of this is when other women come out and make it seem like they won something. It's just a slap, an even further slap in the face to the woman who stood by his side the whole time. And whether she has her wonky side or not, she still held that man down all that time. You know what I mean? And dealt with all his foolishness and this, that, and the other. So I just really, really, I hated that it had to end this way. Like, it couldn't end with, after everything they've been through, they really just decided that this was over. It still ended in him humiliating her by throwing another woman in her face, once again, not protecting her. He didn't protect her in their marriage, and he won't protect her now, because as a man, you should not allow someone to disrespect the mother of your children.
I mean, Chloe, you are absolutely correct. But let me put it this way. I have cheated on someone before. I've never been married. I don't have kids, but I have, cheated before.
Mm-hmm.
They still don't know, won't know. And yes, there is a such thing as cheating respectfully, because just go ask your grandma and grandfather how they used to do it back in the day. And nobody found out until somebody was dead and you saw somebody who looked too familiar. Like, oh, they look like me. They look like my brother. Yeah, it's called respect. When you lie and tell your mama, yeah, the dressing was good, knowing it was dry as hell. Like, keeping it real, that's when keeping it real go wrong. She let him play her. Once she knew and all the cheating was out publicly, that's when she should have left, because he had been cheating and she knew it. Once it's public and you sit there with it, they know, oh, I got this one. Because Cynthia Bailey, Nia Long, they ain't looking stupid. And we don't know. They never gave the man a chance to throw another bitch in their face, because they was gone. The divorce papers are signed.
Mm-hmm.
The men didn't even have a chance to go find another woman. They was probably looking and they was like, oh, hell no, I know how fast y'all go. You know what? Getting a divorce on Friday, divorce and move to a whole nother city by Monday. That's how you do it.
I wonder, is the divorce final? I don't think it's final, though.
No, I think he just filed.
Do you think it's a coincidence that he just filed? It's just now coming public after what Tasha K did last night?
This man went to the courthouse. No, it's the weekend. He had his lawyer, somebody, put in a favor and draw them papers up as soon as Tasha K dropped that story. His wife has no idea that he was doing this.
You think she was blindsided too, right?
I think she was blindsided. Either she was blindsided or she is delusional and didn't want to accept what he told her.
I think she was blindsided, because ain't no way she was up there a month ago doing all of that.
I mean, it's a way, because she's a little crazy right now. But either way, this man ain't worth nothing. How he even can still pull a woman.
Oh, these men gonna always be able to pull women. That ain't nothing. These women, the women. So the women that usually end up getting pulled are clout chasers, ones who don't care what you do as long as you're spending your money, and they're living good, that type of woman. So, I mean, they don't, you will hear it all the time. Like, I'd rather just be out. I'd rather be taken care of, and I'll accept, cheating as long as it's not this way and as long as it's not that, or I'll stay with him as long as he don't have a baby on me, or, like, I'm fine with an open relationship. There's so many there's so many people forcing different type of relationships just to be with someone. Unfortunately.
Right. I think that we should go back to the days of shaming whores.
We should go back.
I do. Like, hoeing been around, but it used to be like, that's why they call it the walk of shame.
Mm-hmm.
You would try to get back to the crib before, the sun came up like a vampire and whatnot. Like, you're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chloe, you married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that you and your husband ain't just hunching out in public.
No.
Unless y'all accidentally, drink too much Henny.
But we don't even do any of that.
Right. Like even if y'all in y'all house and y'all got guests over and stuff, it's like have some decorum.
Something.
Hoes ain't got decorum no more. And I think we really need to stop making fun of people when they are cheated on. It's
Mm.
not funny. And the hoes coming out is like, girl, where is Karen Huger? She's the one with the fiery hot box. She gonna have it in 3, 2, 1.
Girl,
And tell Latasha Scott, husband, side chick, I don't want to hear her mess neither. Shut up, girl.
I'm so
First you
tired of it.
you say
So,
it wasn't true, then it's true. It's like, girl,
she
you an
trying. She trying
adult.
to save face, but we know what that is. She's another.
What?
I got manipulated by a married man. I never believe. I never understand getting manipulated by a married man. But okay, sis, go off.
You don't get manipulated by a married man. You do mental gymnastics to justify your actions. That's all.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not okay, but it's like I just wish that everybody would be honest with themselves. You don't even got to be honest with everybody else. If you're honest with yourself, that's half the battle.
But you
If
want to
you
know
know you
something?
want to sleep around, don't get married.
But I think the
Simple.
honesty with herself was that she was fine with knowing as long as no one else knew.
That's how most people are. It's not the cheating that people can't get over, it's the public humiliation.
Mm.
Now, I'm not going to lie. T.I. did say it right when he told Tiny, like, it's only a problem because it's out there publicly.
Mm.
I.e., it ain't been a problem all this time, but now that people are talking about it, now you want to come at my head. It don't work
Yeah.
that way. It
Yep.
don't. If you accept it privately, get prepared to accept it publicly because they will. The longer you let them do it, if you gonna let a man cheat and stay with him, don't let him know that you are aware of him cheating. Just hush
Yeah.
because at least he think he getting over on you. At
Mm-hmm.
least he knows, he in his mind thinks if she find out, that's my ass. But
That's
if
right.
y'all want to let them know and bring the binder and call them out and call the side chick, fight her, get out of jail, and then stay with them, they gonna do exactly what Derrick done did to her. That you gonna be done filed divorce and clowned and did all of this, and then he gonna say, no, baby, 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 please. And as soon as you say, okay, divorce is off, psych, I'm divorcing you. Ha 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 ha.
And I also think that we need to do better at communicating to understand each other. I think that a lot of times I don't like, I think that there's a lot of things that we may need, or when we're growing and evolving and changing, that we need to communicate those changes that we're going through, so the person can help us understand. Well, this person can understand the new version of ourselves, because we're not going to stay the same. And that's the thing. People feel like, we grew apart, but you don't have to grow apart. You don't
You
have to
don't.
grow apart. That's what the part that I need people to understand, that in marriages and relationships, you do not have to grow apart. You just have to communicate what parts of you are growing, so that person can now start to understand this new part of you.
And that comes with a lot of self-discovery because I I don't watch it anymore, but I heard rumblings that Safari, he wanted Erica Mena when they were married to do something sexually
Mm,
um that most people would deem as homosexual. Let's say that, right?
mm,
Um and she shamed him for it. So I just want people to understand you can call stuff, oh, that's gay and all of that. You can, be that type of person if you want to, but don't say anything about why Black women have the highest rates of HIV.
mm.
Because when a man tells you what he likes and he is now giving you the option, okay, you now know that that's what he likes.
Yeah.
So people have to be able to be honest, and everybody likes something a little different. And when people are in the throes of passion, the nastiest stuff comes to your mind to do. And as soon as you climax, you like, ew, I
We
would
did that.
never. Right,
We
I would
did
never.
that.
You push the computer away, you push your partner over, you be like, uh-uh. That's why men don't want to cuddle because they know what you just did. They looking at you like, ugh.
I get right up underneath my husband.
Yeah, you gonna get up under him, but ain't nobody trying to, you just gonna lay there in
You want to
quiet
appreciate all this
shame.
nasty, sir.
Yeah, you lay there in quiet shame and go to sleep.
It do be quiet though. It do be quiet.
Cause what you got? How you gonna say something after all that nastiness you just did with your mouth? You need to keep your mouth closed and repent and go to bed.
But I really do think that we just have to do a better job as communicating our needs. I think that everybody just feels like once they grow to a different part of their life, now they just have to leave their husbands or leave their wives. Like this is getting out of control with this. I'm graduating now. They graduate. What Tia say? She graduated from
She's
marriage. Like
graduated.
what?
Yeah,
Who's making up these things?
I like that though.
I
I
hate it.
l- I like it
I hate
in
it.
the sense of when something is no when you have grown past the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? If and it's not to say that I believe that if you get married, it should be for a lifetime. My parents have been married about to be like what 50 years. 50
Mhm.
years.
Wow.
So I definitely believe in marriage and all of that, but I also believe if something isn't working and you all like if it's a communication issue, it's pretty much over. You can get past a cheating scandal before you can get past miscommunications.
That's why I say that
Because
we have to communicate to understand each other and not just be talking or arguing or fussing. I mean,
exactly.
really open conversation so that we can understand. Because when you are just talking and no one's listening and listening to understand, then it goes on deaf ears, and you will never be able to have a successful relationship of any sort.
Like this is the question I'm sure a lot of people would like to know. What would you suggest as a married woman, Chloe, for people who are no longer attracted to their spouse? And that can go both ways. Men gain weight, men can lose weight. They got them weird built bodies like the new cast of Ready to Love Miami. So what do you say when you can't get to that physical level because of the attraction? It's gone.
Um, hold on, wait for my husband to open the door and close it. What's that? Oh, okay. So honestly, I honestly don't know because I'm still attracted to my husband. It would be very hard for me to decide if I'm not like, what happens. But I honestly think that this is why you have to like the person outside of loving the person too, because one has to kick in when the other one falls out. Because, and I'm pretty sure when you marry someone, you don't just marry them on their looks, right? So I think if you marry someone for the right reasons, I think that's why sometimes a lot of marriages fail, or when people get older, like the men leave their older wives for the younger women and stuff like that. I think it gets to a point where if you're marrying for the right reason, those things won't ever really be a problem. Point example, if you talk to someone, they make you laugh, you're having a good time, someone that you probably would never be attracted to, somehow something about them just draws you into them, right? Because they're making you laugh,
Hmm.
you having a good time. It's about the way a person makes you feel versus how they look. So I think that if this person is still the same, like, that still gives you that same vibe, that same energy, still respectful, romantic, those things, a lot of that you probably won't even notice, because you probably gaining weight with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably won't even notice that those changes are something so drastic. I mean, of course, like, I think physically we do have like things that we are not physically attracted to, but I don't understand how you can go from not being attracted to someone to being attracted to someone to being totally unattracted to them, unless they've really done something outlandish. But I also think it goes into a point as to what made you like that person. Like, I didn't look at my husband and say, oh my God, it's his body for me. You know what I mean? And
Right.
even if it was, I mean, for me, I like, his shoulders and things like that, it's cool, but it's so many other things about him that I genuinely love, enjoy, cherish about being around him, that it doesn't even have to be physical. You know what I mean? And I think the
Hmm.
same thing, like before I had my daughter, I was 130 pounds. 130 pounds before I had my daughter. After I had my daughter, I went up to 155. And I kind of been in that same weight, 155, 160. Okay. And
That's that
so,
good. That's that good pushing.
but it's the same thing. Like, yeah, but this is why it's important to not fall in love with the physical, because when we have kids we change, as we get older we change. If God forbid you get into a car accident, God forbid you get sick, God forbid anything happen to you, if the only thing that you're focusing on is the physical attraction, of course it's not going to last.
Very true. I just know that, like, I hear so often some of my guy friends and stuff, they just like, they complain about their girlfriends or they complain about their wives. And I'm like, I knew
But
y'all
is it
before
not
y'all.
attractive, or is it not keeping yourself up? Because there is a difference, right? So there is
I
a
think,
point where
yeah.
I stopped. Well, after I had my child, I kind of lost Chloe, right? I always was that girl that put on her heels, did her hair, made sure she was, that. A little bit after my daughter, I kind of fell out. It was like I'm just gonna go to the store and whatever I got on, whatever. Like I didn't care.
Hmm.
But eventually you start to get back into the field where it's like, you make sure your hair is done, you make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're waxing, you're shaving, or whatever, you do to keep up. And you're not always
Hmm.
walking around the house in a bonnet and, always, or you're not all, you put yourself together well, because honestly, if you're still the same person, so what changed that drastically? If
And
it's
that's what I think it is. I think
Mhm.
some people, they just stop taking care of themselves. They stop being, the person who got the person that they were with. But I just think oftentimes people get men and women marry people thinking that it's going to somehow improve the dynamics of the relationship. And it's like, the person, I tell my guy friends all the time, like, I really don't want to hear it, because that's the same person that I met before y'all got married. So
Mhm.
I don't know who y'all expected was going to be on the other side of the wedding, because she still is not, this outgoing, socialite that wants to wear heels and nails and and be all on the scene. I'm like, that's never been her. So, you got a lot of nerve. And I don't know what the hell you telling me for, like, what I'm supposed to do for you.
But that's the thing, right? I feel like if you look at okay, let me give you an example. So for instance, my husband don't give a crap what I look like. Let me just be honest with you. Um when I no, see, I asked him, I'm like, you be mad that I was like, you be wishing I had a bigger booty because y'all, I'm flat in the back. I'm flat, right? And he was like, for him, it's the face. With the makeup, without the makeup, he just thinks I'm beautiful. Okay. He doesn't really care about any of that other stuff, blah, 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 blah. That type of stuff. He does it doesn't bother him. Things like not being well put together will bother me more so than him. But
Hmm.
I think that if we start to overlook the things that we don't like about a person and think that it's something we're going to get over, is not true. For instance, my husband does not like to go out. And when I married him, I had in my mind like, I can get over it. I can get over it. And I'm still at this point where I'm not over the fact that he don't like to go out. I'm still like, babe, you want to go out? You want to go do something? You want to do? And I still find myself going to that place where it's like, you never want to go out with me. You never want to do nothing, because it's something that I thought I could eventually get over that I have
Hmm.
never still gotten over. Right. But what I did was I found a way to channel that energy in a different form. So now when I get into those moods and things like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do my makeup. I'm gonna jump on live. I'm gonna make a video. I found something for myself so that I don't have to involve him in with things that make me happy. So now I'm not
Yeah.
looking for him that. So I think that when we try to overlook things and think that, oh, it's not gonna be that big of a problem, I eventually get over it, or I'll get used to it. It's not true. The littlest things can cause people marriages to blow up. Because if I was still
Yeah.
harboring on the fact that he don't want to go out to the bar with me, or he don't want to go to the movies all the time, or he don't want to go out to eat all the time and stuff like that, I will be in the house sad and depressed.
Exactly. People just have to be honest with themselves and what they want and what they need. And it's okay to not do everything with your partner. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually healthy to have a little bit of space and have your own interests. that don't involve sleeping with somebody else, Mr. Jackson.
That's the part right there.
But like I just think that, like I oftentimes when, like most people, most women especially, we can tell we know our man's type. So,
Hmm.
we'll see a woman walk past and we'll kind of just look at him, to see like, did he notice? And of course they notice and then they just go like completely mannequin, like they just can't move. And you be like, it's okay. Like, yeah, she's pretty. I know your type. Like it's no big deal. But looking at Derrick Jackson, it seems like his type is more Hollywood now,
Hmm.
and his wife is more Southern, more demure. And he wants the video vixen type instead of, you know, the type that he married, had children with. And I just think that it's one thing to grow apart,
Hmm.
but if in this situation, if he wants to be like this big city guy, something like that, and that was never who she was, that's not big, that's just not being equally yoked. So that's not
Yep.
growing apart. Those are
That's what I was about to
two
say.
different wants and desires and
Yep.
lifestyles.
Hmm.
And it's
I agree.
okay that if you get, if you don't have to be married just because you get pregnant.
Thank God.
It's that is not, my family. I don't have kids. My siblings, they don't, because none of us are married. We weren't raised to have children if we weren't married. It
Mm-mm.
wasn't like shame on you if you do. It was kind of like, well, good luck, Chuck. Like, I mean, but that's not ideal. But people need to stop staying in relationships for the children, because the children can't wait for y'all to get divorced.
Mm.
They can't. Stop. You have to make sure you are good before you can make sure your kids are good. If you don't have a job, your kids won't eat as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a job, your kids should have a better lifestyle, go to better schools, have better opportunities. It depends on the parent. If you aren't happy in the house, 9 times out of 10, your kid ain't happy in the house. You think it don't hurt them to know that they feel like he is cheating on them too.
Mm. And that's why I don't understand why men don't think about their children. I think that if men think about their family, their children more so than just, I really don't know, y'all. I've never been a cheater, and I don't think I've ever cheated. I've had like, no, I never cheated. Like, I never cheated, so I don't know. I've been cheated on plenty of times, but I'm not the cheater. But I've always, that's what I don't understand, because even when I was doing me, I wasn't cheating because I was very clear about not wanting to be in a relationship so that I could do me and not have to worry about answering to people. Still got caught up in some bull, but don't matter because I wasn't in a relationship technically, you know what I mean? Um, but I just feel like we have to just be like you say, don't stay for the kids. Well, we should also be thinking about what we're doing before we have those kids.
Exactly. Do you all
So we
both
don't even
want
have
to
to get to
have
that point.
kids? Do you want to have kids to actually have, do you want to get married to have the wedding, or do you want the actual marriage? Do we want kids? Why do you want kids? See, some people are vain. They just want duplicates of themselves.
Mm,
They don't actually want to be parents and raise children,
mm,
because even me not having children, I am well aware that the decision of the person I have children with is going to impact not just my life, everybody's life around me. Anyone who would be babysitting, anyone that he would have to come in contact with. Is he insane? Is he going to want to go shoot up my family's house because I don't want to be with him? You have to think about all of these things. So, yes. Marriage is to help minimize the risk. It's to help minimize the risk because this person has made a commitment to you already. If someone can't commit to you, don't think they're going to be able to commit to someone who's a spitting image of you.
Hmm. Or having children because they think that's gonna keep them,
That's going to be the quickest way to run them off.
ain't
Because
it?
I swear, think about it. Anytime that, like, let's say you and your girlfriends, y'all are supposed to go out and have like cocktails or something. And then y'all pull up and they say, girl, I'm sorry, I had to bring my baby because I didn't have a sitter. Don't you be ready to go home? Don't you be ready to turn right around?
But the good part about having my husband not like go out and loving kids is that we leave all the kids with him. Literally, everybody and their kids come here.
See, there you go. There
And
you
he
go.
and he
See,
loves it. He loves the kids. He takes all the kids, and we that's it. See, I got
exactly. There you go. See, you got it made in the shade, but I can't stand that. And it's not that, and it could be your guy kids. Don't nobody care. I didn't mentally prepare to have to watch words and you got to go through all of this and can't listen to this song. I mean, it bothers me because
oh
I'm not a
yeah,
heathen around
I
kids.
know what you
I don't just talk freely and be
mean.
my normal ignorant self when kids are watching. It makes me uncomfortable. And I'm grown. I shouldn't be uncomfortable. So your kids
Yeah,
can't
but
be
it's
no.
the respect thing because kids are sponges and they take in everything and you as a as an adult you don't want to expose kids to things that they shouldn't be exposed to.
Exactly, because I can almost guarantee you that their children are going to grow up and unfortunately resent their mother. Not the father who started all of this mess, but the mother who stayed.
Mm,
The parent that sticks around, the parent that is essentially the rock for the children, the one who makes the real sacrifices, they are the ones that the kid grows up to resent. It's
mm.
hard to be upset at a figment of your imagination.
It's like Giselle, right? When she tried to get back with Jamal Bryant for the 18
Yep.
millionth time, and her kid daughters be like, "Leave that man alone, mom. You stupid."
E- exactly. Like, don't nobody want to be around none of that. It's sick, it's toxic, and all he's doing is teaching his daughter, like, if you want, the love, like the first love that a daughter ever has should be from her father. And this is the type of love that her father gives. So she's going to end up with a man who hopefully don't cheat on her, put her in a hospital, beat her to death.
Mm.
Because the father has already said, this is the type of man that's out there. If your father couldn't do no better, because little girls look up to their fathers. I have one, and he is not a nice man. Now, he ain't no cheater, no beater, none of that. He just ain't nice. But
But you
I
want to know something?
still look to my father like a little girl who wants to get picked up.
I think that if all men had thought about how they want their daughters to be treated and treated their women that way, the world would be better. Because if you say a man to be ready to be like, ain't no man gonna disrespect my daughter, ain't gonna do nothing to my daughter, ain't gonna treat my daughter the type way, ain't gonna cheat on my daughter. Yet and still, he's doing all those things to their mother.
You are right,
If
Chloe. But
men really just think about how they want their daughters to be treated. Oh, my daughter not gonna be out here sleeping with multiple guys. She can't have nobody do this and this, that, and the other. Do you think about what type of guy you are, sir? Do you think about what type of trauma you have caused to multiple women in the past, in the present, and probably in the future? If you think about all those things that you've done, don't you think that a little bit of that karma is going to come back to your child?
Chloe, they
If you
honestly
go
don't
through,
care. They don't care, babe. You've been married. It sounds like you got a good family over there. I'm telling you, baby, they don't care. I
I
had an
think they
ex
care how
after
their daughters are treated. No.
No, I had an ex after he
Oh
slammed
Lord.
me into a wall. I said, you got daughters. How would you feel if a man put their hands on them? He said, if they was talking mess like you is, good. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me, girl. 'Cause I told his ass up after that. But
Oh
the
Jesus.
fact is, Do I know that some of his daughters are being abused? Yep.
Oh Lord.
Sins of the father. Sins of the father. And guess what? Do you think that they would feel comfortable? Do you think they would ever feel protected by him, knowing that they didn't seen him go upside my head before?
Hmm.
So if I see that my daddy used to put his hands on women, why would I go and tell him that a man putting his hands on me? He might tag team and join them.
Lord.
If you're not ready to be a stable individual, married or single, whatever, gay, straight, it don't matter. Don't have kids. Keep your trauma contained.
Mm.
Contain the crazy. If you can't work on your own crazy, don't mix it with nobody else's.
I know that's right. Jesus Christ.
You got a good man, Savannah.
I'm sitting here like, oh Jesus, I don't even know. Like, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy.
But yes, it is good people out here, men, women. It's good people out here. But just understand, if you as a person never come across one of them good people, it's okay to not be together. It's okay to not be in partnership. It's okay to be
Oh, it's
single.
okay.
As
It's
long
definitely
as you are safe and protected, that's all that matters. All of that love and happiness, love comes in lots of different forms.
better go get you a cat.
Girl, you better get you a cat. You better play with your own cat. You better do whatever it takes. Okay? Because when I get off this live with you, I'm going to slam dunk myself. Okay? It's been a long day. I'm going to light a candle and put on some lipstick and make myself feel good. And y'all should all do the same if you ain't
I
got
know
no.
that's right. Okay, we all deserve to feel good, and whatever that means.
No.
uh, you say I'm seeing more single dads the last few years because women are changing. You know they said women becoming the new men child, so I guess maybe that's what's happening. I
I'm
don't know.
telling you, mama pulling a Eileen from What's Love Got to Do with It. Oh, you want to be family man, huh? Come take these kids and they gone.
Right. I'm I don't know. But I will tell you if I ever got divorced, my daughter already told me she going with her father. So I guess I'll be one of them women. He'll be one of them single dads. Because she already said she going with him. So I
That's
guess
okay. You'll have some more free time. You'll have a weekend. You can come and we can hang out, girl. Let them have the key.
I'm like, I guess I mean I mean it's unfortunately for us to be single parents in general. You know what I mean? Like,
It is.
um, but I really just feel like we gotta do better, child. We gotta do better. Single dads are my weakness. Whoo, child. Ain't nothing like
Mm-mm.
a man who
Mm-mm.
takes care of his kids. That is so sexy to me.
A man who ain't got no kids is even sexier to me. Girl, he will get the draws, okay?
Child, you gonna try to give him some kids. He's trying to stay away from them.
Girl, I'm grown. I know how to do what I gotta do and not get no babies.
I know that's right. I know that's
It
right.
ain't that hard, young ladies. It ain't that hard.
Oh God. I don't know. I had my daughter at 23. My slip up must have been real. Um
Y'all was off that yak, probably.
it was my daughter was a birthday baby, so it definitely was tequila.
Oh
Tequila.
yeah, that was off that birthday sex. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
that
that
hit.
tequila. It just sent
That
me
hit
out
different. That hit a
way
little
different.
different.
But yeah, so y'all, I just hope that this is the last I hear of Derrick Jackson and Danae Jackson and all of them together. My bad, my laptop is definitely dying, so I'm about to jump up off of here. We coming back for Ready to Love Instagram stroll part 2 for the women tomorrow. Make sure y'all don't miss it because we had a good old time today. Um,
Yes.
we're gonna hit the women up tomorrow, and then we'll go catch everybody we didn't catch in the part 3 because I didn't get all the men. I think we're missing like 2 or 3 men, so we got to get the rest of the men and then the women. Blah 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 blah. You know, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna be back, y'all. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm, so y'all gonna be seeing me, and I got a post that I want to talk about from my Instagram group that I'm in. about dealing with depression and coming up out of it, that I want to come and talk to you about tomorrow. So we'll be here 2 videos tomorrow again. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please like the video, come back, drop me some yellow hearts in the comment section. Let me know you stopped by. This really helps push my videos and get me back up out there. Because y'all know, when you leave YouTube for a little bit, they be acting like they don't even know you exist no more in the algorithm. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, Nikki, for joining me and
All right,
talking.
love you. Take care.
Love you too. But we had a good time again today. I'm jumping up off of here, y'all. Follow me. Oh, y'all, I got a TikTok. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna start me a little TikTok. Your girl gonna be up here TikToking and whatnot. So make sure y'all join my TikTok. It's Chloe Johnson B on TikTok. Go over to the Instagram. It's Chloe.Bay. Yeah, is it Chloe.Bay? Yeah, I think it's Chloe Bay. Or you can put in Chloe Johnson on YouTube. It'll pop up. Either way, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. And I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.